The three-man game. We got the three-man in here. We're doing the three-man game.
We just assume Eric's out.
Don't know what happened with that.
We just assume.
Wait. Why am I the one out? Maybe you're out. Maybe you're out, dude.
No. You're out because you're busy. Yeah. I'm out because I'm just taking some personal time.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I love that it's certainly one of you guys. Definitely not me.
I pointed at you, you son of a beast.
So what's up, everybody? Here we are in Studio B. You're probably looking at us going, "What the?" Well, that was uncomfortable, wasn't it? Wow, I didn't like it at all.
You're so big. I blame you.
We're here in Studio B today for reasons no one seems to understand. But we are going to be doing the show. It's actually fun, though. I kind of like being in here. It's like
Studio B, studio basketball over here.
Oh my gosh, we're in studio basketball over here.
Field trip energy.
It is field trip energy.
Okay, it's school today, but it's a little different.
Dude,
that's the perfect analogy.
I already drank my Capri Sun. I couldn't wait till lunch.
Lunchables are coming.
I couldn't wait, dude.
It's so true. When you get the really good sack lunch, you got the brownie in there, and you're supposed to wait, but you're like, you know what?
Can't do it.
Not gonna do it. Eating the brownie right now.
No
Get
parents,
a belly.
no rules.
Man, so yesterday, this is a true story. We're already off the rails. We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Download, use promo code DNVR. What do you do? I dropped my daughter off yesterday, and so as I understand it, school starts at 8 o'clock. That's how I understand it as a parent.
Great start.
Okay, so this is what I was told right now because I'm moving. I have to drive all the way across town. So we were a little late for our standards. Usually she gets there about 10 minutes early. They have a little pre thing. So we're there about 2 minutes early. And usually they're in the lunch area, the cafeteria area. And I just let her out the car and she walks in. She's 6 years old. She feels like a big kid because she walks from there to there. Apparently when she got in yesterday, there was not only no students inside the cafeteria, there were no adults either. So she had to walk the school she's only been to 6 times, navigate her way by herself all the way through I asked her, I was like, how did you get to your class? She goes, well, nobody was in there, so I didn't know what to do. So I went up the stairs, down the hall to the left, around the thing, and I was like, oh my God. I just set my kid loose.
She's just crying. She's like, I don't know. My dad just left me here.
I was so proud. She did not. She was like, oh, she was almost proud of the moment of here I am. I have to find my way to my classroom.
Oh, man. As a former free-range child, I'm proud of your daughter.
Not at 6 years old, though. I'm telling you, 6 is a little...
Oh, you don't understand. We would be returned to our home by people in the neighborhood. Is this your kid?
Yeah.
And my parents would be like, yes.
Eric was raised by a family of deer.
I'm telling you guys, man, no, because this is how I am as well. I really want the kids to have the independence or whatever, but they're 4 and 6. And now, I'd get them to go around the block, which, the neighbor kids aren't allowed to do. But I'm like, hey, you can go around the block. But I know it takes 1 minute to go ride your bike around. Well, now they're 2 blocks. We're up to 2 blocks. I feel so nervous. When they're gone, I'm just sitting there, palms are sweaty.
1 block, 2 block, 3 blocks, house parties.
Yeah. it's so
You're
true.
almost there.
It's so true. They grow up so fast. Guys, I want to remind you before we get started, though, don't forget... Sign up for a DNVR membership. Guess what we have going on? Guess what we have going on here in just 2 weeks?
What?
Our preview series.
What?
My favorite piece of content that we do all year. Most of it is going to be free right here on this channel, but we're always going to have some behind the paywall content. We did that last year where there was half the shows in front, half the shows behind. I really like how that worked. This year, we're already planning bigger and better things for behind the paywall. It's going to be a great thing. So now is a great time to become a member. You get a free t-shirt. You get access to so many different things. Today's show, we're going to talk about half-court heaves. If you guys don't know, in honor of Rocky, super mascot Rocky, we're going to throw out some half-court heaves that don't have a great chance of going in, but boy, when they do go in.
All I know is that Rocky makes one every goddamn game.
I know, that's the problem with this
We better get these right, man.
That's what this is, though. Things are so improbable, but they're definitely going to happen.
Okay, all right.
All right, they're definitely going to happen.
Can I tell you I got to revisit my favorite win from last year? Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere, I picked Zeke Naji to come on the DNBA show. It was a real long shot, and it happened.
So I'm
feeling myself.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. But first, our top story tonight, guys. Our top story.
Ooh.
Last night, the Manning brothers had an alternative broadcast on ESPN2 for Monday Night Football. Now, here's the thing. I should put alternative in quotes because do we know? Have the numbers come out? Did it outperform the main broadcast?
I don't know that.
I don't know that either, but based on Twitter timeline,
it's probably impossible because ESPN2's not on everybody's TV packages.
Do you have a mic, Kale?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I was going to say, they definitely can't hear you through the glass.
You're right. ESPN2 definitely has lower distribution than ESPN1. Plus, so you're right. It probably didn't beat it. But it was cool for a variety of reasons. And I only watched a little bit of this, but I liked it for a couple of reasons. One, I just like the idea of an alternative broadcast. I'm long on record saying I think the future, in fact, the near future, you can pick your broadcast, like who's calling the game. I think that there will be multiple options.
Meaning currently,
last night. Well, we've had this before for like it happens every year for the national football game, right? Yeah. Where it's like you can listen to the Alabama broadcast or the Clemson broadcast. But I think honestly, the next wave of media is that everything becomes customizable, or a lot of things become, including who calls. Maybe one day you and I will be calling a Nuggets game on an alternative channel.
Let's do it.
I know that people would love that.
Earmuffs, Chris Marlowe. We're not trying to take your job.
But what I liked about it was this broadcast wasn't just let's put them in the suits and put them on in the booth and we'll, what a great throw. Back to you, Eli. What do you think? Yeah, like that wasn't. No, it was just like super cash.
Mm-hmm. Very candid. Two brothers hanging out.
But
also two brothers with a exceptional attention and eye for detail. A very rare combination.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's really good. Maybe it is a two-man game. Yeah. Maybe it was a two-man game. Eric, this is the insights I
only watched a few moments of it.
Okay.
I was working on designs. I'm a designer. I was drawing things.
Oh, my God. You guys hear what we live with? Like, he has to tell us everything he does. He reminds us like 6 times. Were you working last night?
I was.
Wow, that's impressive. That's incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Are you tired? Do you want to do the show with us
wow.
today?
Yeah.
I actually feel pretty tired. I don't know if I want to do the show. If you can count me off, Kale, as a designer.
No, but what I really like about this is things happen in media. It happens in every walk of life where a form is created. And then it's just copied for eternity, and it's like, why are we doing it this way?
Totally.
Why do we have Joe Buck standing awkwardly like in a suit?
There's this thing like sports journalism was born from journalism, and so everyone's like, as a journalist, this is how you approach whatever it is you're talking about, and no one's like, what are we doing? Like, we're talking about sports. Like, I always think about if like your local movie reviewer was like walks up in a suit and everyone's like, do not act like you like these movies. Act like you like the movie when you're reviewing it. There's no integrity. And
how can we be trusted that the movie is actually enjoyable when somebody who likes movies is commenting on it?
It's hilarious. Like, then you get to the point now where we are now. You see this spreading everywhere, and it is just such a breath of fresh air where you're like meeting people where they actually are with sports, where it's like a bunch of guys wearing backwards hats and sweatpants if they're Harrison Wind here in the bar, watching guys in suits, and it's like, there's like kind of a mismatch here. Like, can't we just like be on the same level?
And you're so right about the way norms are formed, and then it just status quo, right? Like if no one stops to go, hey, let's double think this, it's just gonna persist forever and ever. Quick tangent, because I know you have a bigger point to make. One of the strange, if you'll allow me to say, I guess, silver linings to everything we went through in the last year is I do think this concept of decorum for decorum's sake has been re-examined. I think the sports world particularly will benefit from that.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, this was certainly an interesting step. By the way, let us know in the comments. I'm so curious. Did you guys enjoy the broadcast last night? I know most people were watching it. It was a big event, first
Serbians,
Monday Night Football. Yeah, Serbia. What do you think? What do you think of this one? But it is true that like when television first came out and we were broadcasting live games, there was limited resources. Like, we have to have these guys sitting here and like we have to do it. But now we're 50 years removed from that now, 60 years. And now it's like we can rethink it. And that's why I thought was so cool. You had a big space so they could have just the heads, or they could cut to the room where like Peyton Manning is up and shuffling his feet back like he's taking a snap and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, this is right. Why not utilize actual physical space and make it cool? But also, let's be honest. Peyton Manning's the MFing GOAT. Peyton Manning is honestly a top 5 quarterback ever. A top 5 broadcast personality. A top 5 ad salesman ever.
The only thing he's not he's not the top human.
He's not the top human.
He might be top 5 human.
He might be a top 5 human, though.
He's got arguably the top forehead, too.
He's so freaking talented. He is a top forehead.
Top 5'4".
He did have a moment where he tried putting on a helmet and it didn't fit.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, that's a regular sized helmet, unfortunately. But
remarkable.
So he's so great at it. And Eli with being his brother and stuff, they have a great dynamic. But it does beg the question. What does this look like for the NBA? ESPN has been trying for years to get this right. Maybe they just throw out and they're like, we suck at the studio thing. Why don't we just get some guys on couches? What would that look like for you, Vogt?
Well, it's interesting because I think the NBA has tried this already, right? And with players only, and it's failed miserable, at least within the communities that that we're active within. People have not enjoyed it, and I think part of that is just some of the magic of what worked with that broadcast last night was not anything the production crew did.
Right.
It's that they found Peyton and Eli Manning.
Totally.
So that's your difficult. I'm in for players only, but it's. Who's up there? Who's talking?
Is there
and
players
why?
or analysts?
I was just gonna say we already know what it is. It's goddamn Jalen and Jacoby.
Man.
If you put Jalen and Jacoby on anything, I'll watch
Yeah.
it. And the reason being is because Jacoby takes the air of unapproachability out of it. He is an everyman, but he's like better than us, obviously. But like the players only thing feels like an exclusive club that you're peering into, but you're not actually allowed.
It definitely feels like you're looking in the window from the club, not in the club.
Yeah, and like Kevin Garnett when they did that, it's like. They're talking about whatever, and it's like not that relatable, and it's not particularly funny, but it's like they're just like it's like an hour plus of them flexing on you.
Right.
I don't want that, but I want guys that are self-effacing. I want guys that will joke. Jalen and Jacoby, let's make it happen. I'll make an appearance. Fine, let's do it.
Yeah. So
pull my arm.
So it is interesting that you didn't go with two players. You went with player analyst. I do think that I think that you're right with the NBA,
one was a
especially.
player.
Here's the thing, like. I loved Peyton Manning's Hall of Fame speech. We talked about this once before, but I loved it so much because what did he do? He talked about how at this point and going forward, it's no longer about me. We all have a responsibility to the future of the game.
Yep.
And I feel like NBA players are the opposite. Like they're almost like F the future of the game, and that. And
I'm trying to get mine.
And how many players can you actually, like Iverson is shockingly the number one ex-player who is like, dude, quit talking about me. Let's talk about Trae Young. He's awesome. It's weird that Iverson. But I just don't know that you have enough of those guys.
Know that like Mason Plumlee would be awesome. Like just a guy that
I
you
don't
can
know
like
that.
laugh at.
I don't know that.
Well,
you know that?
Mason Plumlee, yeah.
Yeah, like a guy that's like he's a former player, but you're not intimidated by.
I guess. I mean,
first of all, very intimidated by 7 foot Jack.
Well, I mean, like, you don't have to stand next to. I just mean like on a broadcast, like the personality.
I don't think
Richard Jefferson takes his stuffing out.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, the first guy I think of, he's still active, but Draymond Green, I think, is going to be your best bet at
No
a
doubt.
sort of Manning-esque. He is very
call.
approachable and relatable.
That's
you
a
can
great
put him
call.
on TV. The average person is into it. But also with Peyton, Peyton and Eli, like these are Hall of Fame level game IQs.
Right.
And so you want that middle ground of being able to see it all, but being able to churn it out for the audience, the average Joe. As I think Patrick Rasmussen said in there. So Draymond's the first guy I go to when I think of this.
Yeah, Draymond I think would be the top. So the thing about Draymond that makes him perfect is he is not just great at the X's and O's analysis of the game. He's also great at like the social dynamics of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like there's Tim Legler is a guy that I thought about on here too, who I'm like, he's great at breaking the game down in a way that I really like. He makes it digestible, but I can't imagine him in there like commenting in an interesting way on some of the other stuff. So it takes a little bit of the both brain. I do think like, look, Jalen, we mentioned both of them, Jalen Rose, and then you pair him with
Jalen
Draymond.
Jacoby.
That would be incredible.
like that.
Jacoby.
Jalen and Jacoby's also great. You could have it. They actually had 3 people on the broadcast. Who was the third one? You guys say I can't remember. They had like a third person there.
Well,
so.
at one point Russell Wilson was in there.
They mixed some people in. So
I actually wouldn't mind if the world of Bill Simmons crossed over into a little bit as well. Like, I know that you guys are kind of out on him. Not me though. I'm
not out on Bill Simmons, but I am out on him being on that show. I don't think he would be great there.
They
I
had
like
him as a
somewhere else.
guest commentator on 2K, and it was just like, hey, Bill, stop talking about the Celtics.
Well, you'd have to do a Celtics game.
Yeah,
That's the one caveat.
Some other names that I came up with, Chris Webber and Gary Payton. I know people are going to be like, what? Chris Webber's the worst play-by-play or color analyst, and he is. But I'm telling you, nobody will remember this. Actually, maybe some people in the audience will remember this. There was a show. It was the Game Time show on NBA TV like 10 years ago, and it was those two, Gary Payton and Chris Webber. They were hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you know what it was? It was regular Chris Webber.
Right.
ESPN got him and was like, hey, sit up straight and this or that, and then he sucks now. But when he was just him and Gary Payton, you guys know Gary Payton, number 1 trash talker in the history of the NBA. He's number 1. Nobody, he'd never been beat. To this day, he's the greatest. And he talks out of the side of his mouth when he starts talking shit, which is like,
Yeah.
every 5 minutes, and it cracks me. And him and like Chris Webber would just start going, and it was just like the greatest thing, like. Yeah. And they also are the type of guys that can talk shit in a way that is not like. They're not. You can tell they're not mad at the player or this or that. Like it's just it's playful ribbing, even though it's like absolutely cruel. Like they could be, and I just love them. So those two guys in that setting where you just told them to be themselves and hang out, I think they would be incredible.
I like that. I do think Weber is not optimized in the current format, right?
Yeah.
Just like you said, like here's how the play-by-play game is done. Can you do it the way other people have done it? Whereas in past settings, if you just hear him sort of talk more candidly, and Matt Moore is big on this point, he was tweeting about it today, when Weber used to be in studio, kind of a different guy. So,
Matt Moore was talking about this exact Weber point?
Yep. Today.
Oh, wow.
So
Me and Matt Moore, same brain.
Locked in. Locked on?
Locked. Oh, there it is. Well, great synergy.
This point's dead.
Rasheed Wallace is another guy that I would love to see a little bit more of. I just find it funny. Maybe he's more of a temporary chicken guy.
Did you hear his quote about how LeBron couldn't have gotten it done in his era?
Love it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. I just love to
I have a distinct memory of LeBron scoring 25 straight points in your
he did score. He did score.
Enough.
I thought it was 27, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
But Rasheed Wallace is just funny. I just think he's like a really funny guy. I want funny people.
Yes, that's the point. Like it needs to be relatable. Like it's not the talking down to because we're here. Dynamic is dead.
Right. Yeah.
It needs to be we are also fans of this, and it's funny to hang out with us, and it doesn't feel intimidating.
Right.
It's like, so you got to find that right balance of somebody who you can trust because they've been there, but also is able to like laugh at themselves. That's like the number one.
Yeah.
And also explain something to you that you don't know without making you feel dumb for not knowing it, right? I know it sounds so specific, but there's something about Peyton's candor that's like it avoids that I guess arrogant kind of tone.
Well, let's take a little bit of an early first break here because on the other side I want to get into some half-court heaves. During this, by the way, I'm going to check the comments, so I want to see what you guys thought. If you guys had somebody we haven't talked about that you think would be a great analyst. I even like Iverson. Iverson doesn't provide the greatest insights, but he is one of those guys that, like, when he talks, I'm just, like, so captivated by whatever it is that's about to come out of his mouth. So I wouldn't mind him out there. We're getting to half-court heaves on the other side.
But listen, there's a lot of great reasons to be a member right now, but one of the top reasons is that we're opening this bar at 10 a.m. on the weekend. So if you remember, you come in, you get your member-sized beers, you get that discount on the merch store hanging out in the back corner, and you've got a home base all day long for college football, NFL. Obviously, we had a nice start to this party bus idea that we did for the Buffs game at Empower Field at a mile high above Empower Field. And that was a good time. So we might be keeping those going. Make sure you're coming through on the weekends, 10 a.m. Check out our new menu. Check out the brunch. Check out the booze. You're going to enjoy it. While I'm talking about booze, a lot of the booze we have in stock comes from Breckenridge Brewery. That's because they're the official beer of DNVR. One of their official Denver Nuggets beer. It's called the Mile High City Copper Lager. Comes in that sleek blue can. Got the Nuggets logo plastered right on there. You can't miss it if you're looking for it. If you're not sure where to look for it, try the Breck Beer Locator. Tell it where you live. Tell it what you're looking for. It tells you where to go. Great tool as far as I'm concerned. If you want more than just booze, you can get food too. The farmhouse is open, socially distanced, beautifully set up for outside dining. But if you're still more comfortable at home, you can order curbside pickup from 12 to 8 p.m. Here's the fun part. Use code DNVR. You save $5. Call 303-803-1380. Use code DNVR. Save $5 when you pick up from the farmhouse. Thanks to our friends at Breckenridge Brewery. If you are in need of work, might I suggest Ball, as in Ball Arena, as in the aerospace technology company, as in the aluminum can manufacturers. I'd say all this because they're hiring right now at their aluminum can plant in Golden. To get that job, just text Golden to 77222. You'll get linked to these open positions. You can also go directly to jobs.ball.com and search for Golden. That's jobs.ball.com and search for Golden, or simply text Golden to 77222. And we're back.
I see some people saying Alfonso L. Gilbert Arenas. My God, the NBA would never allow this.
Agent Zero, bro. Let's go.
Gilbert Arenas is more like Barstool will hire him to do an alternative broadcast.
Sure.
And it'll be like hilarious.
He's
It'll
going
be
to work.
hilarious. He'll definitely be on Barstool.
Yep.
Vince Carter. I don't know. I don't think I like Vince Carter as an analyst that way, and I don't know. Maybe people feel differently about
Oh
him.
man, have you ever heard John Sally speak?
Yeah,
candidly?
he used to be on the best damn sports show. Period.
He's incredible. I used to listen.
What
to
a funny
pod-
throwback. Do you even have like?
I used to listen to a
before your time?
podcast called Spider and I can't even remember what it was called anymore. Anyway, he was on a podcast that I loved because he's like he just tells stories that are
Yeah.
just like I can't believe you're telling. This
He's
story,
another
and I
great
cannot
trash
believe-
talker.
The greatest.
Yeah, he's like of all humans to ever play in the NBA during the like post 1980 era. He is the least impressed with Michael Jordan.
I love that.
He's got him ranked like 8th.
I love that.
It's incredible.
He's pretty funny.
I like this comment, by the way, from Jen there. How about Kenneth Fareed? He was so good on your show. He was very good on your show, by the way.
I feel like the host brought a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Who's hosting that?
I don't remember.
I don't remember who was
Had some
that.
good questions, but he was forgettable.
All right, let's get to some half-court heaves here. Why don't we start with the top human? Look at this beautiful graphic I've made years ago. Half-court heave, little Rocky there backwards, and he's smiling with no eyes. Jokic, the top human. It's hard to come up with a thing that is inconceivable for Jokic. Honestly, almost anything's on the table. Pop It Time in the DNVR Discord, a DNVR Lounge for members only. Another reason to become a member. He says Jokic will average a 30-point triple-double. A 30-point triple-double.
Holy smokes!
That's
hot.
That's pretty hot. That's a half-court heave. I feel like that one.
He's not going to be there on assists.
I feel like that one clanked off the side of the backboard. Like if you said he averaged a triple-double, I'd be like, that's a half-court heave. Probably not going to happen, but maybe. If you told me he was going to average 30 points, I'd say probably not going to happen. You combine that?
Listen, if you're saying he's going to average a triple double, then I don't think saying he's going to average a 30-point triple double is that far out of. For me, it's going to come down to the assists, the more so than the points. Like we saw his points totals go up and up and up and
But
up.
they
and up.
already went up.
Yeah,
Are they
getting
going to
to
go up
30
by
is
the
a
exact
big
same? So
leap.
he went from 22 to 26. He would make the exact same scoring leap.
Why not?
What's more likely to you? Which of those two things?
That which what do you
Triple
mean?
double or 30 points
30 points.
is more likely.
I think so.
You think he's a 30-point per game scorer this
can't
year?
I do. I think. Listen. I think that the
so
top
dope,
human
though.
being.
That should be cool.
I do think that the top human being has felt not only the power that he possesses by winning the MVP, but also the disrespect that has come since being named that. And I do think that Jokic is going to come back. We've already seen it just with the way he's been handling this offseason. Like the man is on a mission. He looks like a man possessed. He looks like the top human possessed.
You're all of this off of like
4 photos.
16 seconds of video and 2 photos.
Yeah, like what this 16 seconds of video is
he's the fastest man alive.
It's a multiplier times what we can't even calculate from what we would get in seasons past.
That's
like
true.
he would just show up. Like we're actually seeing Jokic engage, and we're getting workout footage Jokic, and it's not with a guy in his underpants. Like I don't know, man. I don't think it's crazy. I mean, I think it's crazy, but I don't think it's crazy.
I would so much rather him score 30 points a game this season than average a triple-double. Because averaging a triple-double, he's already so close that it'll almost just feel like a formality. Even though he's 1.7 assists per game away from it, that's quite a bit. It still feels like he's close. 30 points per game, there's only a handful of NBA players in the modern era that have done that. It's probably like 40 people.
Yeah.
And if you were like, Jokic is one of the 40 best scorers of all, like the last 30 years, it would be too cool.
Which one gets him closer to back-to-back MVP?
30 points per game.
Well, dude, they love triple doubles.
I know. Like if
They
it's like
love
a
triple
Guys,
50, 38.
Here's the thing is he's not
88.
going to average like 3 assists. He's going to have 6, 7, 8, 9
I know,
assists.
but you have to understand. Like you have to acknowledge at least that winning the MVP is not like just a finite. It's not just like you achieve something and then you are the MVP. You have to win over these weird fickle voters.
You're never
going
gonna
to
win over.
triple double.
I think if you're able to say 30 points per game and be like, Shaq did it once.
I don't know. I just Russell Westbrook's.
If we start to have the conversation, is Jokic a better scorer or passer? Like
We're already having that convo, dude.
Well, he's a better passer.
I don't know.
All right, do you have one? Half-court heave.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people are going to roll their eyes at this.
Hold on, let me get ready.
Yeah, back-to-back MVP, and I have that as the half.
I feel like that's a half-court heave, you guys. I feel like
it
it's
is.
a real half-court
It's a real
heave.
half-court heave. Now, him having a better season than last year, more of a quarter-court heave.
Dude,
But
that's a free throw.
doing enough to win the voter job. Go, wow! Not only did he do it last year, But this year, even with the healthy field, we got to give it to him again.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't have Murray this year. So if they are like a 1 or 2 seed,
Right.
that's the step one, right?
Right. So I don't think I've said all offseason I do not think this is happening. But I also like Eric. Like I saw 4 photos and I'm like, well, maybe.
All right. Well, mine's a 1 Pepper take for sure because I just have he will have an average a career high assists per game. I don't think it's gonna be a triple double. He's at 8.3.
What?
I think I was just dreaming.
Eric, wake up. We're having a show.
What a lame take.
I think
What a
he's
lame
gonna have
take.
9 assists per game.
Hold on. But still my beating heart. You know what I wrote down?
What's that?
Even better season.
Yeah, yours is a 0 pepper.
Hold on,
take.
hold on.
Give him a bell pepper take.
Hold
One
on.
bell pepper.
I think I'll have an even better season, but will not be even considered for the MVP.
Yeah, and this is actually what is going to happen. And we talked about this once before, and I'll hit it quick and we can move on. But if the Nuggets are a 1 or 2 seed, no matter what happens, just the default is going to be either Michael Porter really stepped up or Michael Malone's coach of the year.
I know.
Like both Malone has to suck somehow while the Nuggets are great, and Michael Porter has to also suck, and then they'd be like, well, I guess we have to give it to Jokic. Like, they'll find some reason to not give it to credit somebody else for it.
Dude, I cannot wait for the arguments against Jokic that are just so flimsy that we already went through that are just louder somehow.
Yeah.
And we even have more ammunition to fight them. And so we're just in constant battle. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Michael Porter Jr. Threekola in the chat says MPJ will break Ty Lawson's record for 10 straight made 3-pointers.
Oh, I love it. That's a
10
great
straight.
So here, I made the headline actually of today's show that Michael Porter will break the single game 3-point record, but then I looked it up because in my head it was like 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you know what? Probably not, but let's try it. It's 14.
Jeebus.
Do you know how hard it is to make
Wait,
15
Is that
three-pointers in a
is that a
game?
Nuggets record or that's an
That's
NBA record?
I think Klay Thompson
Klay
or
sounds
Steph.
right.
No, it's Steph. I think
Steph.
Steph beat it. It was Klay then Steph.
I'll fact
Yeah,
check
fact
this.
check it real quick. But
Steph did it this playoff.
he did this year. Yeah.
All right, Kale. Jesus.
Look at Kale.
So if it's a playoffs, it doesn't count.
It does count. I looked at both because I didn't realize that doesn't default to that. Now I made that mistake once. But here's the thing. You know how hard it is to get 15 threes because if
never
you
been
make
done before?
Well, because if you have 10 threes made, chances are you are up by so many points. It's similar to why it's going to be so hard to score 100 points because like what are the odds you're going to both have a chance to and also be in a close game that requires you to keep playing.
The Nuggets can pull this off.
If MPJ has 11 3-pointers heading into the fourth quarter.
Dude, if he just gets...
And the Nuggets are up 20.
But, like, he could easily get into a shootout with the Golden State Warriors. Like,
So if we want to get into the technicalities of it, the regular season record is 14 held by Klay.
there it is.
They're tied because Steph had 14 in a playoff game this
Doesn't
year.
count.
To me, it counts. I don't know why. I think it
Wait,
counts a
maybe
little more, to be
play-in
honest.
game.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, the
cooler.
playing. That's right. Steph was freaking
Oh, yeah,
incredible.
we'll
That's
lift it
right,
up.
man. He was incredible. So think about it. I just don't know that MPJ, if he makes that many threes, then I'm sorry. The Nuggets are up by so many points that there's no way he keeps going.
Steph
But-
Curry did it.
Well, that was a terrible team. The Nuggets, and last year, Nuggets, I just think they're a little more competent. I guess if Yoke got hurt or something, but
I love this. The only
my
reason he
God.
won't set the NBA record is because they'll be too good.
but 10 straight. Here's the thing about Michael Porter. When he hits his first 2 threes,
Yeah.
he's going 5 for 5. Like there's like a
Oh,
limit.
man.
That's, if he goes 1 for 2, you're like, okay, we'll see
Dude,
what
I've got a
anything.
little heartburn over here from this take. Man. I gotta be honest.
If he goes 2 for 2, 3 for 3, it's like, dude, he is gonna have 30 points
I
in the
can't
quarter.
believe Michael Porter Jr. is going to break the NBA all-time record for 3
That's
points.
where you talk yourself into it.
Oh,
is,
my God,
like you
dude.
think of was it Game 6 Portland, right? The first quarter where he comes out and you're like, oh my God, he's going to score 120 points tonight. And then you don't hear from him again.
That's the old MPJ.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the difference.
If you can get Porter halves,
Dude,
Porter games,
Is this the old stuff segment? Why are we talking
Do you
about old stuff?
Do you guys
right now?
remember Porter quarters? Thing of the
Oh.
past. Thing of the past.
Dude, are we going to get 4 consecutive Porter quarters?
4 quarter porters. 4 quarter quarters. All right. So another one. Jason Nunn says MPJ will be all NBA. I think that one's a scorching hot take. Maybe, but I mean it's a scorching hot
Wait,
one.
can we give ours first just so these people don't step on ours?
Okay.
And then you can
What's
say
yours? All NBA.
MPJ
will be all
will
NBA.
be all NBA. MPJ will
Make the All Star game.
develop a handle.
Wait, okay. Will he come into the season with it developed, or will it develop over the course of the season?
Let's find out.
It's your prediction.
Let's
find out.
Wow, Eric really came ready to play.
What I
today.
love about this is it does hedge his own take. So when he comes in, his handle's
also-
trash. He's like, not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
also completely fuzzy, and like I could be like,
Yeah.
"Look, that's a handle." You're like,
Yeah, so true. He has one good move. You're like, I told you
"There
guys.
it is," and then I can be like, "Told y'all."
What do you got?
Well, that puts a damper on mine. I had makes an all-star team.
Makes the All-Star team.
Whoa,
That's a real half-court heave. Like,
yo, that's the.
I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not that half court.
it
It's
feels
happy, dude.
super on the table, but if like we're probably talking about another 4-point per game increase.
Yep, he needs to, no. I think more because 4 brings him to 22.
You also like
22.
who is he?
I think he's
who's-
got to be about 24
Who's
points
he
per game.
knocking
Yeah,
out
you're right.
of the 3 position on the All-Star team? Is he knocking out Paul George?
Could be.
Like,
Could be.
There's one less. Like Kawhi is not there this year. Whatever, but
Yeah,
it's a
gonna take
whole
lot.
thing. Yeah.
I have MPJ scores 40 points 5 separate times. 5 separate 40-point
in one game.
No. In one season, he's going to have 5
nine-
40-point games.
5. Okay.
5 40-point games. He's never scored 40 once. Don't tell me this one's not hot. He's never. So not only is he going to set a career high, he's going to set it 5 times.
Well, let me see. What is 14 times 3? Let's
What?
See. Well, he's already breaking the 3-point record.
What are we doing
so-
here? Oh yeah, that game. Yeah, the 10 3-pointer game will be one of them. 10 straight threes. Yes, that's right.
Just need to do a little math here.
I feel like that one was pretty hot.
It's pretty hot, bro.
Can you scour the chat? Do we have some good ones for Michael Porter? I want to
let's
get to
see.
the audience here too. Nobody's participating along, so
Yeah, we
so
bored them.
long, suckers. All right, let's get to the next one here.
Second team all defense from Justin McGinley.
Right. That's like
What?
he shot that from his house.
That's a Colorado Springs heat, bro.
There's a Colorado Springs heat. Off the catwalk down. They're like, wow.
MPJ leading the 3-point percentage this season. Are
That's
we saying
so hard.
NBA or on the Nuggets?
Well, I think it's got to be NBA. I assume because he's already at like 44%.
I'm asking the author of the tape. what he
Here's the
meant.
thing: is there's always the Joe Harrises of the world who only shoot catch and shoot set shots, and it's like they're going to shoot 50%.
MPJ most improved player.
I like that one.
That's
I mean,
not
his
a
odds.
half-court.
That's
He actually
exactly-
technically
He's the
has the
odds-on
greatest
favorite,
odds. So
MPJ wins the 3-point contest.
I like that one.
I like
too.
that one.
I like that one.
We
a lot.
need him in this guy needs to be in 3-point.
He needs to be
shooting
in it.
contest.
All right, Aaron Gordon. Nobody, surprisingly, in the Discord shared Aaron Gordon. Half-court heaves.
I got one ready.
Yeah.
He'll be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, so no way. I mean, here's the thing: the Nuggets would have to be like a top 6 defense.
What the hell is
7
this?
defense.
I give you a hot take and you tell me it's wrong.
Yep, that's how it works.
Hey, make up something you don't really think is going to happen. You idiot. I have Garner's.
Alex says he will be the Defensive Player of the Year. Alex, you're wrong, says Adam. FYI.
Yeah,
That means Nuggets are top 5 defense. Like honestly, I am fine with him getting sole credit if that happens.
I said Garner's Defensive Player of the Year vote, so that's fun.
Garners.
I know that's such a fucking vote thing.
You couldn't
Look
just
at
say
him.
like he
Whipped
gets.
out my thesaurus.
Great
By
vocab
By the way,
choice,
this is a
Vogt.
note
Great
to myself.
That's so true.
Dude, you like sink down to the nadir of
You see
your
how he-
soul to find that.
Look how he showed up. He's got the like rolled pants. He's got no flower shirt. It's collared shirt, and he's using Garners.
Dude,
Yeah, I
put
don't
those.
know.
What's going
Someone
on here
hand
with
me a
this?
drink or
This
something.
isn't Vote. This is Brendan.
By the way,
Yeah.
put those ankles
Mr.
up, dude.
Vogt.
Let's sex this up a little bit, shall we?
Yeah, can we sex it up? All right, mine is gonna.
Oh, there they are.
Mine's not gonna sound like a hot take, but if you really chew on it, it's the true half-court heave here. It is that he is going to run point a lot, a la Ben Simmons, Pascal Siakam, and Giannis. Meaning, I think the Nuggets, one of the bigger changes they will make this season is putting the ball in his hands to initiate offenses
We have like
a lot.
20 point guards.
It doesn't matter
We
if you think.
drafted a point guard.
I know, but the thing is you can't really stick him off ball. That I don't like him just like standing in the
I'm
corner.
just
this or
telling you,
that.
my half court he was wrong. Yours is dead goddamn wrong.
I can't wait for the list. The first preseason game, and I'm like, look
Wait,
at this.
so
Look at
what
this.
is he? Is he like the ball handler in pick and rolls? Is he bringing it up the floor?
I think more it's initiating offense, so it's more like dribbling the ball up the court, elbow entry, and now we're doing this or that.
Listen to this.
But
Oh.
but I also think that there will be a lot more just with him as the ball handler. Like, let's see what this
Okay.
looks like. Teams are going to put their 4 on him. And like you run a pick, you don't even have to be that great at pick and roll. Teams just like you have a 4 and 5 guarding pick and roll, and they're like the fish out of water.
Listen to this take that the wind just blew in. AG shoots a career high from 3 from Harrison Wind.
That is a half court heave, man. I would love it. I would love that one, but I feel like that one's a real heave. He must have been watching the. Aaron Gordon is on the Ben Simmons plan of like, oh, look who's added a 3-pointer this offseason. Look out as he shoots it over Adam Sandler.
Literally.
Literally over Adam Sandler. Like, man, you guys see he made 6 straight in that pickup front. Like, all right, okay.
Dude, there is like, unless every player in the video is also an NBA player, you have more to lose than gain.
It's so true.
By posting these, like, he's working on his moves. You're like, yeah, but like, who is that guarding?
That guy.
Like, that guy looks like he works for us.
I can't believe I'm more excited to watch Adam Sandler play basketball than see another movie he makes.
Well,
You
no.
take that back.
You take it back.
Wancho.
New movie drops. I don't know when.
When?
It might have already
Do you ever
started.
say something and then
Delayed,
realize
I think.
that you cannot believe you just said something into a microphone?
I know.
I cannot wait to
Take it
watch
back.
a
You
movie.
take it back.
I can't. It's out there.
It's already out there.
This is the best. From Jen, Will Barton drops a song featuring Aaron Gordon.
Oh! Can we get a dude? I would feel weird if Bones wasn't part of this, though. Don't you think? If you got like a little collab, then we're really cooking.
You're right, but listen, those are the vacation boys. They went to Abu
That's
Dhabi
true.
together.
That's
bro.
true. They did go to Abu
Jen,
Dhabi.
that was my Barton half-court heave verbatim. Like, word for word. So, thanks.
Monte Morris.
Oh boy, you're not gonna like mine.
Monte
Oh
Morris.
God, you have a negative half court
Yeah.
heave?
About Monte? Jesus, dude, what side of the bed you
It's getting
wake
dark
up on?
over here. He has a debilitate. No, he Monte Morris. Let me find it. Monte Morris has a career year and will be part of a trade rumor all year long.
Oh. Do you have any sad music you can play real quick? Just let it sit there for a while. Just really sad.
And Brendan gets
crying.
scarlet fever again.
How'd you like that car wreck? It's happening again, Brendan. It's happening again. A whole other one.
Vogt doesn't make it to Portland.
I
this
guess I
time.
could have definitely just cut that off halfway where I said he had a career year.
I've got all right. Here's a half court heave. This is a true half court heave because it's weird. Monte Morris will hit the most memorable game winner of the season.
What?
He's gonna have the most memorable. It won't be the only one. He's gonna have the most memorable one,
All right, do you want to hear mine? Monte Morris hits a true game winner.
and it's gonna be awesome. Hey, that just means we really thought of it.
We have seen him hit like a bunch of the clutch end in first and third quarter ones.
Man.
This is on my list of like wish list things too. I want Monte to hit a send him home Nuggets win.
Dude, your picks are both pure vibes over here. What am I doing?
Here's the thing to think about.
Not vibing.
I think Monte, of all players on the Nuggets roster, will have the best post-game winner celebration.
What?
Like if he hit a buzzer beater.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
let's just say like even over like a nobody, like over Jalen Brunson, right? Like if he hits one over Jalen Brunson, like you just know he's gonna like he'll get fined.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
whatever he does is gonna be too much.
Takes his shirt off.
So extra. Yeah, and it's gonna be so
Dude,
great.
I love
I'm here
the
for it.
stray at Jalen Brunson.
I'm just saying, I'm-
immaculate.
It's like,
rival.
oh, he hits it over Paul George. Like, no, he'll just hit it over a guy, and it'll be like, hell yeah. Then he'll talk so much shit. It'll be great.
I like this from Noah Tucker. Monte dates some celebrity. Already happened, bro.
No, I know, but he doubles up. I like it.
And then I don't know if this is true or not. This is the story I tell myself. He dumped her right before the season started. because
seeing hell,
he's already
Amber
married to
Rose.
this game.
Oh,
yeah.
that is so true. Last one for a break. Faku, the tiny king. We need a tiny half-court heave.
This is a full court heave.
I love that you have a laptop, but you're taking notes on the phone.
Yeah.
He's a dude. He's connected.
There's no rhyme
Well,
or reason
I
to
feel like, yeah.
anything I do.
There's no rhyme or reason.
It says more
right,
about
what's
my
your
personality.
Faku?
Oh, he dunks in a game.
What?
Yeah.
You know,
Wow, that's a great half-court heave. That's a
I
perfect
think
half-court heave.
that half court heave is literally physically impossible.
It
That's
might
part of
be
it.
physically
That's part of it.
impossible.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
one of these is actually
maybe if he
possible,
joins
but
the Mile High Elevation Squad and he goes off a trampoline.
it'll be like, and when I say dunk, I mean like middle finger touches the rim, kind of laying, and we call it a dunk.
Here's mine.
First of all, if he dunks, it's a lock to be a top 5 moment of the season. Like I don't even know what the other moments are. Could be championship. Could be like
It's
one.
Plumlee with the 3 at the buzzer.
Oh, it's Plumlee with like one of the more memorable ones for sure.
Here's another one. I did not
That's my
understand
memory
the
of
assignment.
Plumlee.
I've got nothing but bummer takes.
Jeez, did you not understand the assignment?
Clearly not. My half court action. This isn't that bummer. I think we can all agree on this one. Faku Campazzo will get punched during an NBA game.
I like that one. That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
He will get punched. Do you have any guesses on who it's going to be?
Chris Paul. Let's go.
Chris Paul just punches him. I love it. It'll be like a half. It won't even be at a
It'll be in
suspension.
game 1. It's going to set the season off right.
they'll be like, all right, Chris Paul has been fined
Oh,
$10.
listen to this one. The wind blew in. Facu gets traded.
Jesus, Harrison.
Do you guys hate when we do the Rocky half-court shot? Is this?
we hate it.
Are you guys like depressed?
Yeah, this is your opportunity to get loose.
At least one Denver Nuggets player will die.
Yeah.
Like, what? No, it's not
Team
the
playing
game.
in
A lot of people
accident.
don't know this. In the stands, when Rocky makes the half-court shot, people are always like,
This hurts physically.
I
"That's
love
the
this
worst
one.
case scenario."
He's going to shoot 40% from three this year.
All right, okay.
He's going to
Hell
shoot
yeah.
40%.
right.
He shot 35 last year, 40% this year.
Cool.
Let's go. He just took a little adjusting. Remember he was cold early?
All right.
He's good
I
after
mean,
that.
I don't think he's ever played a version of basketball where he needs to shoot the three as much
right.
as he did.
He's going to shoot 40%. All right, should we hit another break? But before we do, I just want to remind everybody, we have trivia at the bar tonight. You guys don't have anything to do tonight. Admit it. You don't have anything to do tonight. Come on down to the DNVR bar.
You losers.
You losers. No, come on down. Be with your family. Hang out. Do some sports trivia. Bring some friends. Have some great food. You have a good time.
Eat the
We only
pretzels.
have, I think, this week and next week trivia, and then we're done with trivia for the year till next.
I've not heard it like properly hyped up on this or any other podcast. The pretzels that we have
Oh my
added
God.
to the menu are uncomfortably good. Like they are. You're like, I know this is just bread. But like somehow this is bigger than bread. This is like they like fry them and it's a whole situation.
It's really good. The new food is awesome, man. Like the new menu, it's fantastic.
Dude, they're so good. And I might have them right now.
All right, fellas, autumn is in the air. The pumpkins are in the patch, and our friends at Manscaped are here to make sure you don't carve your pumpkins in your patch when you're grooming.
That's a great line.
If you know what I'm saying.
That's a great
If
line.
you don't
They're
know what I'm
talking about
saying.
your balls.
Yeah, I shoved it down. We made it pretty
You
clear.
shoved them down your throat.
Well,
Wow,
yeah.
what a choice of words
Oh, I
here.
really wish I didn't say that. Make sure you're keeping things fresh this fall with the leaders in male grooming with their brand new 4th generation performance package. Boys, fellas, get ready for a cuffing season like no other. Ready to take the leap into fall with Manscaped. Join the 2 million men worldwide by using Manscaped by going to manscaped.com. Use code DNVR. You get 20% off plus free shipping. The Lawnmower 4.0. Here's a true story. I had a date once in college. I ended up dating this girl.
This is already a
Wow, this is
But,
really this is the story
already
we're
a
gonna
lie.
tell.
And I was like, wow, I
You're
really.
like, I'm more patched than pumpkin.
That's right. You know what I don't think about is manscaping because it's so far down on the list of hygiene that I'm not taking care of. And but I probably should tonight, right? So I grabbed my old weapon of choice, which again resembled something like a weapon, and then I sneezed.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't like where this is going.
Anyway, long story short, lots of blood. Not a problem with the Performance Package 4.0.
Wow.
Advanced skin safe technology.
Listen, he's telling us
Code DNVR.
This product
Manscaped,
would help
20% off. All right, moving right along. DraftKings, tell you another story. Just kidding. DraftKings, fellas, is trying to hand you some money during this football season. Week 1 may be over, but DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, has some more deals to offer. How about this? They're running it back for week 2. Bet just $1 on any football game this week. Receive $200 in free bets instantly, no matter what. What's up, Eric?
I can't believe this offer. What is this offer? The offer from DraftKings is that they'll sell you $200 for $1.
That's a great deal.
So if you haven't downloaded this app yet, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use promo code DNVR to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code DNVR to get your $200 in free bets instantly. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. And finally, guys, it wouldn't be an ad read from Brendan if I didn't peddle some pot. Solace Meds, our partners, 4 convenient Colorado locations, 1 in Fort Collins, 1 in Wheat Ridge, 1 off Broadway, and 1 just blocks away on East Colfax from the DNVR bar. Here's what's going down in September. Can America Gummies, 25% off. Strains Tinctures, 20% off. Rockin' Cartridges, 25% off. Glacier Concentrates, 20% off. And you should know this by now. If you head into any of those locations, you can also give them code DNVR20. They're going to give you 20% off your order, but you're also going to walk out the door with a free Solace Bar or King Cone. You can stack those on top of those monthly deals as well. So if you're looking to buy some weed, do it with our friends at Solace Meds. And remember to use code DNVR20 to save 20% off.
Man, I really want a king cone in my life, just to have. Be like, what's that in your pocket? I'm like, that's a king cone.
That is a king cone. All right, final segment here. We got Bones to get to. We got a bunch of guys that are going to be exciting. First, I want to remind you guys we have Broncos covered here at DNVR, all one-stop shop for all of your Denver sports coverage. Our Broncos guys have been doing a fantastic job, and you want to follow them on social media, especially Twitter, and I'm going to tell you why. Coming up, we have the Broncos home game, not this weekend, but the weekend after. Guess what we're giving away? Tickets!
What?
Tickets to the game.
Whoa.
So you're gonna want to follow the DNVR Broncos account so you don't miss out on that promo. You guys follow all the team accounts. We got good stuff everywhere. Let's get to Will Barton. Will Barton. We have a half-court heave. I'll give you mine first, guys, because we have to go a little rapid fire here. He will have his best season of his career by a comfortable margin. Meaning there's not going to be an argument of, well, was it better than 2018, 19? I don't know. No, this will be like, yeah, Barton's best season. That was it.
I think that I like that. You know what mine is? He will make it through the season uninjured.
Don't love that one.
And he'll be the sixth man of the year.
Too hot.
Our
That
sixth
was
man.
too hot. 5 peppers.
Yeah, 5. He said our sixth man or fifth man? Because he's starting.
He'll assume the role of sixth man
Oh, wow. He think he will assume it.
because I believe PJ Dozier.
Oh, wow. We'll get there in a second. Okay.
Mine genuinely was that he drops a song with AJ. I actually did write that down.
All right. Well, that would work. All right. Let's get to the aforementioned PJ Dozier. First of all, Ray in the chat tells me that he thinks the best net rating 5-man lineup is going to be Jokic, Porter, Gordon, Barton, and PJ Dozier, meaning PJ in Monte's spot. That will be the best 5-man plus minus. Tell you what, don't hate it.
It's
Don't
a
hate
half-court heave, but it's like it's a heave that might go in, you know?
By the way, guys, Harrison Wind, speaking of being DNVR members, Harrison Wind has a piece up on PJ Dozier, and he has
good
a
call.
crazy stat in there. A crazy stat about PJ Dozier and his record with the Nuggets when he plays real minutes. It would be surprising. You guys think, 500 when he has to play 25-plus minutes? Maybe slightly better than that. Maybe the same record as what they average when he doesn't play
It's like
25.
6 and
The same,
6 or
yeah.
something like that.
Check it out. Got to read the story.
Ooh, nice tease. That was good.
Little tease. I think he will be the 6th best Nugget. I don't know how spicy this feels. I do think the 5 best Nuggets are locked in. I'm counting Jamal Murray on this. So Jamal, Jokic, Gordon, MPJ, Barton. I think he'll be the next best player on the Nuggets roster. Also by a comfortable margin.
I think that counts for half court because you could. Some people are going to tell you Facu, Jeff Green could absolutely factor into
Mike,
this
Jeff
conversation.
Green, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think that's like a given.
Sure. All right, cool. Did you have one?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I had PJ Dozier has the highest increase in points per game on the team.
What was he at?
I think it's pretty low. I want to say like 7, or maybe that's his career. I don't remember.
Oops, I just did Terry Dozier. Hold on.
Nice. Terry Rozier. We'll do it live.
We'll
on
do
the
it live.
internet.
He averaged 7.7 points per game. So Barton probably won't increase by that much.
Porter-
Jokic is probably not going to, in my opinion.
Porter's
the one because he's at 18. And I definitely feel a 23.
And that's my money is
5,
on him.
so 7.7, 8, 13. 13 points per game for Dozier. It's doable. I like that one. That's a good half-court heave.
Thanks, bro.
Dude, great job.
Someone just told me it was a layup.
Layup. Well, people are really feeling it. Bones Highland. Bones Highland. In the DNVR chat, members only, Jason Nunn says, Bones will be all rookie team. I feel like that's the go-to. Bones be all rookie team. Here's mine. Bones will have a streak of 3 consecutive 20-point games. I looked this up. Jamal Murray had a streak of 3 consecutive 20-point games, with the 4th one being an 18-point game. I don't remember this his rookie year. Isn't that kind of crazy? That's a pretty good streak going on. I think Bones will have 3 games of 20-plus points. I don't think he's going to play tons of minutes all year, but I do think he'll play tons of minutes for like 1 month, and I could see him being really hot for a stretch there.
Oh, I like that. What do you got for Bones, Dion?
He's going to find some regular rotation minutes.
It is a half-court heave.
I love it. It is a half-court heave because I don't think he will. Regular meaning like every game he's playing at least 10 minutes.
Not every game, but like
For a stretch.
As the season comes down the stretch, like Bones will be part of the rotation.
You're not surprised to see him in the game at any point.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Are you going to be jonesing for Bones?
I'm Bonesing over here, bro.
All right. Only 11 minutes left. I have Bones closes a game before the All-Star break.
Wow. This, to me, it only happens if there's injury, so it's almost like
kind of a bummer.
But are you saying like people are healthy and it's like, hey man, Bones is cooking, just let him cook?
Yep.
Okay, that's better.
But Malone threw him a bone. He's been working hard in practice. He gets a strong Oh goddamn!
Yeah, it's
he did
gonna
a
be real
strong
tough.
third quarter, and Malone does the RJ thing. And he's like, "Yeah, screw it, stay out there, kid."
So it's a skeleton crew, and that's why they go to Bones.
No. Bones gets an opportunity. Oh man, I don't even.
How are you not
flying
catching
right
these?
over my head.
How are you not getting
I'm
these?
telling you, I'm Brendan today. Like straight
straight
laced.
Brendan.
It's terrible.
All right, I like that one. I like Bones closing a game. That'd be super hype.
Thanks, man. I was scanning that for another Bones joke.
Sorry. I don't have one for the rest of the guys. I have like little ones. Jermichael Green, you guys have any?
Oh, I do.
Jermichael Green will shoot threes at a 38% clip.
Isn't that like what he did?
Yeah,
last year?
that guy. Jermichael Green will shoot his averages. It'll be pretty much like every other year of
That's an
Jermichael Green.
increase. It's an increase. He wasn't at 38. He was like at 36.
Did you hear how he said increase two different ways? That's an increase. That's an increase.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That was interesting.
Well, I'm trying to find how I can pronounce words to where you guys will listen to what I'm saying.
I watched this show on YouTube. I really like the behavior panel, and they
that
analyze
right?
people's speech like patterns when they're lying, and that's one of them. Like if you say something with two different intonations.
So you believe that I was
Oh.
lying about thinking he'll go over 2%?
I think it was your way. I think it was your way of covering up what you know to not be a real half-court heave.
I don't know what to tell you except for that it's going to be dead fucking on and screw you.
But that wasn't a half-court heave. That was a Jermichael Green attempted dunk, which is, it's a long
Right,
shot.
a dicey
It's very
proposition.
dicey
Which
proposition.
is yet another remarkable segue into my half court eve.
Oh, let's do it.
Jermichael Green lands one of those poster
Let's
dunks.
do it. Let's go, baby. A J Mike poster would definitely be a vibe.
Those missed dunk attempts are like, and it's only on the misses. You're like, I didn't know you could jump that high.
And he can't. He's like 1 inch shy of that, but maybe this is the year. Mine for his was I think he gets in a fight. like not a big one, but I think
Off
he
the
plays
corner.
he just plays the role of enforcer. In fact, if you want to go up to Austin Rivers, same thing. He will get into a kerfuffle with a star opponent. I think those two guys, there will be some game, and those two will be on the court, and like they'll be in there to goon it up, and they will accept that responsibility.
Okay.
Huh? No?
Nice.
All right. Well, okay. Did you guys have an Austin Rivers one?
Yeah, Austin Rivers will drop 30 points in a regular season game this year.
All right.
Inexplicably.
Austin River. Yeah, I said that we'll have at least 5 Austin games.
What's
Austin.
All right.
Austin Rivers. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was it.
How do we measure? Yeah, whatever.
the bar?
Yeah.
So the bar will chant Austin Rivers on
Yes.
5 separate games.
That's right.
Okay, I like
That
it.
seems
That's
kinda
actually a
high.
good one. That
Oh,
actually
yeah.
is good. That's a
I
good
like
half
that.
word. That's good half word. You just had to explain yourself. Last one here, Jeff Green.
This is the hardest one, dude. It's even hard to write a joke
I
about.
have one. Him and Jokic will become buddies. I think Jeff Green and Jokic will
So
become
you're
buddies.
saying that Jeff Green will be able to find common ground with the top human being on earth. Wow, that's incredible. I said
Jermichael Green, Jeff Green, and Yoke are all going to be buddies, man. I
Buddies.
wouldn't be surprised if they
Jokic
went
and
like
the
a fishing
Greens?
trip or something.
Yoke and the
yeah,
Greens.
Yoke and the Greens, man.
I said that he's going to become a fan favorite.
Jeff Green will become a fan favorite. Man, I don't see that one.
That's why it's
I
a
think-
half court heave, bro.
That is a half-court heave. What does that look like? Because his personality or because of his play? Because of a
Yeah.
specific event?
Yeah, like he comes in, like people like what he brings. We don't rely on him, but he like makes the right play at the right time. Like
Okay.
I just think people are going to like him.
Here's why I don't think that'll happen. And it's my this is just a take. It's not a half court heave. Jeff Green replaces Jeremy Grant as the guy with the least to say to us of all time.
That's so true. It's
Possible.
I think it's
more of a
pretty-
lock.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a lock.
I've got a couple more for the other guys.
Okay. Oh,
Run
give us a
down.
bowl. You got a bowl one? Is this what you want to
Oh,
get
yeah,
to?
that's.
I have Bobo will be traded.
Bobo will not be traded.
Our half court heaves
Conflicting half-court heaves.
are
I
in
love it.
diametric opposition.
The balls just hit each other in midair, and Bull just does neither.
One shall be right, the other wrong.
I have one for Marcus Howard. I think the best half court heaves are literally impossible. So I have Marcus Howard reveals that his family is in fact from Boston.
What about this? Marcus Howard will hit a half court heave in a game.
I love it.
Hell yeah. All right. I don't really have any from Marcus. I
that's
do
it.
like the idea of his lineage being in Boston.
He's like, you know what, my uncle's from. What? Dude.
That's so dumb. Cue that outro music, Kale. We better get out of here. This was a fun episode, man. I didn't know how it was going to go.
I know, especially with Eric setting the tone.
Really set the
Yeah, you
tone
want to know
well.
why? Because I'm back, baby. Let's go.
He's back.
He's back. He's back. It was especially fun hanging out with all of you guys. It's fun seeing you guys in the chat. We always love the interaction. You guys can feel it. I can feel it. We're so close. We are less now than 2 weeks away. Actually, 2 weeks away from the first training camp. So there's that. But we're starting to ramp up. We got the preview series that's coming right around the corner. You're going to want to sign up and become a DNVR member. You're going to want to participate in all the cool stuff that membership offers, and only more going forward at the moment. You guys, how many people living in Denver have their bar? This is your bar. I'm telling you, this is your home. You just come here. I want it to be like Starbucks, where it's like, hey, I got some time to kill. Why don't I go to the bar, bring my laptop, have a beer? Because their tall beers are so cheap when you're a member. That's the whole point of this bar was, well, you come in here and you're a member, you drink the cheapest drinks you can all across town.
And you never know who you're going to see or what's going to be
Exactly.
going on. The only thing you'll know for sure is that if there's a Denver sport game on, it's on the TV.
It's on the TV. So check us out. We'll be back again tomorrow, Wednesday episode, Hump Day.
Hump Day.
See everybody then. I just did this.
Yeah.
I did.